TagMeADate.com, the first dating website for wrestling fans. Thousands of guys and girls already signed up around the world. Make wrestling night date night.
Will it keep you warm from all the
Chair Shot Reality, this is Britt Baker here. As always, be sure to check out csrwrestling.com. Today are Josh and Justin here to talk a little bit more about the rumbles we're hearing on Brock Lesnar and Steve Austin.
Thank you, Britt, and it is rumbles.
It is rumbles.
All starting Monday night, Stone Cold Steve Austin in the final minutes of the podcast, going from after an hour of talking buddy with Paul Heyman, Austin shows he can still work better than anybody. He switches it right on and starts cutting a promo of possible Texas death matches. I think that's a little extreme, but a possible match with Brock Lesnar. The only destination would be, of course, next year's WrestleMania. Is this even possible?
Physically, coming from an in-ring standpoint, I don't think so. But the backstory's there. I mean, think about this. June of 2002, Stone Cold gets a phone call. Brock Lesnar's getting put over on. You're putting Brock Lesnar over. He says, I don't think so. You don't see him back in the ring since. So Stone Cold Steve Austin walks out of WWE. And then the reason being is because he didn't want to wrestle Brock Lesnar. The story's there. You can bring that to life. Hell, if they really wanted to even go more, bring JR into the conversation. There's a lot of pieces that WWE can do. I'm just not sure physically if that can happen.
Yeah, it comes down to the stars that have to align, and Steve Austin is a good businessman. He knows WWE needs him more than he needs WWE. So there's that. He knows the negotiation and leverage is in his favor. It has all the backstories Josh talked about. This is the match that really never got to happen when it was supposed to happen. It would make sense. If you tell you what, Brock Lesnar versus Stone Cold, then you add in a Taker match, depending on what his career situation is, then you add in even a Ronda Rousey just appearance of some kind, you're not only going to make your attendance record, but you're probably going to have the most people watching live at home any WWE event ever. Yeah. It is a physical issue. It comes down to 3 words. Suplex City, bitch. But the way Brock Lesnar has been presented, Brock Lesnar's amped up the realness even more in the past year. When he came back from UFC a few years ago, took on John Cena at Extreme Rules, he was physical, but it still had some pro wrestling-esque to it. Now, the way we've seen Brock Lesnar work, it works as stiff and as real of a pro wrestling match as possible in terms of physicality, and now he's made even more of a gimmick with these suplexes. He did it 16 times to Cena back in August. He continues to do it, and of course the suplex endangering the neck. Steve Austin's #1 issue, neck.
And I think with Stone Cold, I think there's a point where you look at Stone Cold. Obviously, he's gained some weight. Obviously, he looks bigger. We haven't seen him, with his shirt off.
I think he looks better now. Actually, I think these
I don't know.
TV things. I think he's better.
I can't tell, and that's the problem that I have. I can't tell is if you take it off and you put him in his gear, what is he going to look like? Is he going to look like Roddy Piper, a handful of years ago when he was going through his health issues and couldn't do anything? Or is he just going to be more jacked, more stronger? He needs upper body strength when landing these suplexes. That's the biggest key. You hit it right in the nail, Justin. When you get a German suplex, I've taken maybe 100, 0 my entire life, but you can tell you need to be strong on the shoulders and on the neck, and that's Stone Cold's biggest weakness.
Yeah, I think Austin looks in great shape. Maybe he doesn't have the abs of our own Britt Baker, but that's a whole other story.
What about my abs? You haven't seen these bad boys.
I don't want to see.
They'll be surfboarding this week.
Make sure you subscribe and leave a comment below. What's the percentage of likelihood of this potentially happening next year in Dallas? We'd love to hear. Talk about, of course, social media is the place to be. We thank TagMeADate.com, who's presenting this weekend and next, because next weekend, Jason Carrion begins his summer of reality tour with CSRWrestling.com. Check that out, and we got plenty more coming along with this summer tour that you're going to enjoy. We got more coming up this weekend. Talking Kevin Owens, John Cena. Oh, don't want to miss it.